Hi awesome people, you're welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna be showing you guys how to make an 8 pieces skirt. I did a tutorial on how to draft a 6 pieces skirt pattern, and that very video got me a lot of questions. So in this very video I'm going to be answering all of your questions. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to draft an 8 pieces skirt pattern, how to transfer that to a main fabric, and also how to join the panels. If this is your first time of checking out this channel, you are welcome, and please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done that already, and also turn on the bell icon so you don't miss out from any of my future contents. Without wasting much of our time, I'm going to take you guys to the cutting table shortly after the break. Welcome to Ruby's TV. So this is our pattern paper. As you can see, I already have my lines marked. This is the waistline, the hip line, the knee length, and then the hem. So our waist measurement is 38. 38 divided by 8 is 4.75, and because this paper is folded into two, I'm also going to divide 4.75 by 2, and then it will give us 2.4. Then from the waist to the hip line is 9.5. Then from the waist to the knee is 23.5. Then the full length of this skirt is 47, and I gave 1 inch seam allowance, which is 48. So our hip measurement is 46. 46 divided by 8 is 5.75, and because the paper is folded, we're going to divide 5.75 by 2, and we will have 2.9. Then with my hip curve, I'm going to connect the points that I just marked from the waist to the hip area. I'm going to take the hip measurement all the way to the knee. That is 2.9. I'm going to mark 2.9 all the way to the knee. Using a straight ruler, I'm going to draw a straight line from the hip to the knee. Then coming over to the knee area, I'm going to come in by 0.4. If you remember very well, when I did the 6 pieces skirt pattern, I came in by 0.5, but this one has more lines than the six pieces, so I'm going to come in by 0.4. Then going over to the hip area, I'm going to come down by 3 inch because I don't want this line to affect the hip measurement, so I'm coming down by 3 inch. You can actually come down by 2.5. In some of my tutorials I do 2.5, but I just chose to do 3 inch in this one. So then using a straight ruler, I'm going to connect the new points that I marked. From the knee area, I'm going to draw a straight line to the hem. Now it depends on how wide you want the circumference to be. The full circumference of this skirt is 100. So 100 divided by 8 is 12.5 inch, and 12.5 inch divided by 2 is 6.25, approximately 6.3. So Remember at the knee area, I had to come in by 0.4 because I want the skirt to have a mermaid shape. I want it to, kind of go in around the knee area and also flay out. So that was why I had to come in by 0.4 so that this will give us the perfect shape we are looking for. So having done that, I'm going to add our seam allowance. For this tutorial, I'm adding 0.5 inch seam allowance. You can add 1 inch seam allowance or 1.5 seam allowance depending on how big your fabric is, but I just like to add 0.5 whenever I make panel skirts or gown. Because I don't want it to look bulky, so I just prefer to add 0.5 to my panel skirts and gowns. Then I know some of you might be wondering why I had to come down here by 3 inch. I am going to explain that in a bit. I did that because I don't want, because around the knee area I came in by 0.4 and I don't want the curve or the new line to affect the hip. So if I draw it from the knee area all the way to the hip, it will affect the hip measurement. So I just had to come down by either 2.5 or 3 as the case may be, so that it will not affect the hip measurements. So it's time for cutting, guys. I'm going to cut off the area that we don't need for this project. So this is our 8 pieces skirt pattern. I'm trying to open it up so you guys get a full view of what one panel looks like. So this is our center front. I'm going to use this one piece and cut out the other 7 panels. Remember, we're making an 8 pieces skirt pattern. Now using this panel, I'm going to cut on the fabric. This is the lace fabric that we are going to use for this project. And then this butter color is going to be the underlining. So I have my lace fabric folded into 2, and with that center front that I cut out already, I'm going to place it on the fabric and then use a pin to hold it down. Now I'm going to use this pattern paper to cut out this fabric. So this is what we have. I'm going to go ahead and cut. So I'm done cutting. I'll gently take off the pattern paper so you can see what we have. So this is what we have. Let me gently open up this fabric so you guys will see what it looks like. When I did the 6 pieces tutorial, I got a lot of questions. People asked how they are going to cut the other panel. So in this very video, I'm going to show you how I cut out all of my panels and how I will join them. So I'm going to use this pattern paper and cut out other panels, even the underlining. So guys, this is what we have. We have ready 8 of our inner linings and then 8 of our fabrics, and I already placed them on the lace fabric on the inner lining so you guys get to see what it looks like. So I'm going to go over to the machine and run a stitch on these panels. I'm going to join them panel by panel. I'm going to sew on 0.5 inch seam allowance because when we were cutting our pattern, that was the allowance we gave for the same. So guys, this is what the finished skirt looks like. I've already joined the panels together, and this is what we have. Look at the pattern I created at the hem of the skirt. If you are working with a lace that has border, make sure to align the borders together so you can get this, you can create this kind of effect on your skirt. And I mentioned earlier on that this is actually a gown, so I had to make the skirt parts before I join it to the top part so that you guys get to see how to cut and sew an 8 pieces skirt. So I'm going to join this to the top, but it's not going to be in this video. So guys, I hope you did enjoy this tutorial. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed already, please go ahead and subscribe, and also don't forget to turn on the bell icon so you don't miss out from any of my future content. And if you have any suggestions to give me or any questions you'd like me to answer, please don't forget to leave that in the comment section below, and I'll get to it. Until next time guys, keep crushing it, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye bye.